Ask Me Anything, episode 137. We are back in the building. A new week, a new live session. You guys know the drill. I got my sweet potatoes on in the back in the oven. So I hope the sound of the oven does not bother you too much. But I figured it would be a good time to pop on here, connect with you guys, and answer your questions. So let's wait no longer and get to it. Already got 6 people. Don't be shy. State your name. State your claim. Betsy, how you doing, Betsy? Long time no see, indeed. It is currently 6:35 p.m. in Belgium, and I had quite a busy day. I had 2 clients, and I had a podcast with an American fellow. So that was interesting. That was cool. It's very nice to see that the channel is growing. My name is getting out there. I'm getting, I'm getting much more requests, much more business inquiries. So I'm very happy with that. All right, guys, you know the drill. One thing I will say, I have not been writing in my book, so you guys know I'm working on my new book called The Rotten Lemons. I don't know why I say my new book, because I never wrote a book before, so it's my first book. New book implies that there is no book, but yes, I have been spending the majority of my time focusing on my physical fitness, coaching my clients. That's basically it. There's only so many hours in a day. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Let's see, today we have a tough crowd. You should know better by now. On the dinner menu today is sweet potato in the oven with salmon. That's one of my staples. As you guys know, I've been struggling with my health for the last couple of months. Surgeries, antibiotics, infections, and it's definitely taken a toll on my body. But all that is about to change. I hope you guys are not hearing the annoying chainsaw in the back. Hello, I just started watching you. Love your content. Chiputong Raipantong. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jack Scott, keep it up. Thank you. Betsy, I'm going to be needing help working on my sleeping pattern next time we work together. I worked 8 hours and only slept 5 hours after. Doctors have not been helpful at all. Betsy, we're going to get started in September. Level. So for those who are wondering, Betsy is one of my clients from the UK. We have worked together. She has implemented intermittent fasting. She has lost a ton of weight. She used to have an addiction to Coca-Cola, used to drink 1 or 2 bottles a day, and she has gotten completely off of that too. For the record, I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not a gym coach. That's not why you hired me. Okay, so don't let's not get that confused. But I do help and do whatever needs to be done. So in Betsy's case, fitness was a part of that. Yes, I can't wait to work with you again. Thank you, Betsy. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. The one thing I will say about coaching clients is that it takes emotional energy every single time, and it's not that scalable. So I can't take on as many clients as I would like, as I only have that much emotional gas in the tank every single day. But I do enjoy it. I will honestly say I actually enjoy coaching clients more than I do making YouTube videos. But I also really love doing these YouTube lives where I'm able to connect with you guys. All right, so we got 6 people on. Not a fitness coach, but definitely helped me sort aspects of my life out. Even though struggling with the gym lately, I still have not touched a drop of Coca-Cola. That's awesome. I'm very proud of you for that. That's great. Really, really happy. Also, I want to say welcome to all of the new subscribers. I am aware that the channel has gained a lot of traction over the past couple of months. So for those who are just new to me and everything here, in these live sessions, I basically offer the opportunity to my subscribers to ask me anything that you want me to talk about. It allows me to find out what is alive in my community, what are the questions that you want me to talk about. So this is live. It's not CGI. It's not a green screen. If you feel like it, go ahead. I feel like I already spent the first 6 minutes of this live talking about nothing. So give me something good, and then we can make a nice live together. Irene Richardson, what is your opinion on real sugar versus sweeteners like aspartame or stevia? Honestly, I think anything is better than real sugar. Sugar is just bad all around. Cancer cells feed off the sugar. To get cancer if you are in the ballpark of, if you are genetically prone to getting cancer. And just in general, it just gives you insulin spikes. It makes you go up and down, crash all the time. So I would definitely tell you to use aspartame or stevia over real sugar. Yes. But yeah, that's it. I gotta go, but I wanted to pop on and say hi. Wishing you the best. Talk to you later, Betsy. Have a good one. That's actually why the keto diet is so popular, guys. Keto is such a big thing because it eliminates all carbs, and carbs are, per definition, sugar. So keto basically means that you only eat protein and fats. And if you eat that, most people are going to lose weight, are going to have more energy, actually, and less chance of cardiovascular disease and cancer. I'm not even doing keto myself. I'm just putting it out there. We got 13 people live right now. Don't be shy. Ask me anything. This is your opportunity. I'll be on for a good 30 minutes because I'm looking at the clock in my oven. And in 38 minutes, my sweet potatoes shall be done. Padma, hi Lorenz, how are you? I'm good, very good, thank you very much. Just sorting things out, staying busy, staying creative. I will say one thing, this is the absolute worst summer that I have ever experienced in Belgium. Papuna official, you have to eat a balanced diet so you can sustain it all your life. Absolutely agree. And that's why I'm not on keto myself right now. It's just, I wouldn't want to pass up all the things that summer offers in terms of food and things like that. Sorry to ask this, but is your cancer in remission? Yes, absolutely. What type did you have? My first cancer was bone cancer. My second cancer was acute lymphomatic leukemia. Long time no see. What's up, Aileen? Yeah, so I'm cancer free. All the surgeries that I'm having now are for my functionality, my face, and bottom teeth. It's raining so much over here, I haven't seen the sun for days. Yep, I know. Don't move to Belgium if you need the sun. But I gotta say, even me being from Belgium, this is quite extreme. I haven't really witnessed this. I'm gonna go to the hairdresser soon as well. Hey, what's up, Uruguay? How you doing, Damien? Good to see you, buddy. ¿Qué tal, qué tal, qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, Rey? Salud to Uruguay. Do you listen to any... Why is this not focusing, man? Do you listen to any black metal? Rarely now, rarely. I used to listen to a lot when I was younger. Sepultura, Megadeth, King Diamond, Iron Maiden, Metallica, yeah, all those dudes. But then, yeah, not really anymore. Nirvana. Would you ever cut your hair short? Yeah, I thought about it. I have thought about it. The thing about cutting your hair is that all the people that I know that used to have long hair and that have cut it short, they basically end up regretting it, and they end up, yeah, like wishing they hadn't. It's a one-way road. As soon as you cut it, it's gone. And I feel like I'm 33 right now. Obviously, my hair is not going to stay this good forever, so might as well keep it long as I can, because I'm going to have a good 30, 40 years with it being short later on. Videos like you or other fitness-based channels inspired me to start working out. Not like I'm a super strong now, but I'm about twice as strong than before. Dude, I'm happy to hear that. Ironically, I'm not a fitness channel. I would say I'm more of a, well, I'm just more of a philosophy channel now. But I do post fitness content, obviously, on my stories, and I have posted a lot of fitness videos before. So I do understand what you're saying. But dude, I'm very happy to hear that. Fitness is the way forward. Take care of your body. Don't buy the Ferrari, be the Ferrari. Glad to hear that. Pedro, stay strong. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking on the topic of hair, I actually considered, I thought about dyeing my hair gray or white. Got this crazy idea, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to go through with it. You never know. But if you see me pop up with that crazy hair color, you will know why. "12 minutes in, guys. Ask me anything. Anything that you feel like talking about, let me know, and we can talk about it right now. Also, let me put this out there. I am still taking on new clients. So my main activity in life is I coach people, right? If you're suffering from depression or anxiety, you feel like you're not good enough, you feel ugly, you're low confidence, you got out of a breakup, you can't get over it, you're obsessed with the past. You just basically need somebody to mentor you in your life and tell you what choices to make. I'm your guy. Lorenz.reese@gmail.com is my email. I'll put it right here in chat box. So that's my email. Send me an email if you want to work with me. I work with video calls like these, so we do twice a week, and I can turn your life around. I've had many different clients from all over the world. How do you keep patient? I feel like I'm missing out on great things by quitting before they even get started. Well, Sausage, it sounds like you already know the issue. You already know the issue at hand. Now the question that you need to ask yourself is, why are you not making a change? If you keep making the same mistake over and over, that just means that you haven't made that same mistake enough yet, because it still hasn't sunk in. You still don't realize that you need to be patient for good things. You can't, nothing in life comes quick. Nothing good comes quick. That is an absolute rule. So it's your choice now. You're obviously smart enough. You already identify where you go wrong. How do I keep patient? By understanding that not keeping patient is a dumb, irrational decision. That's it. Rationality. Just take a step back and realize that's not the way to go, and then implement change. If you can't do it, it means that either you're too lazy to do it or that you don't want to do it. And ask yourself why then. Because you don't really care that much. You just want to complain about it. That's the difference. Because if you would care, then you would just do it. Stay strong. New subscriber here. Thank you, man. What do you think of the Wim Hof breathing? Is it actually good? I'm not that knowledgeable on it. I'm aware of him, the Iceman, but I'm not going to give him my opinion because I don't know enough about him. But obviously, breathing and meditation basically is what he talks about, is always going to benefit you. It's just a different angle. He uses the breathing angle. The really is about meditation. Meditation, guys, is not something that you actively have to learn. It doesn't mean that you can't think anything. People say this all the time. I don't know how to meditate because I still have thoughts. That's okay. Meditation literally means closing your eyes and observing your thoughts. Watching the thinker, the voice in your head. What is it telling you? Because it's not you. You have to separate yourself from the voice in your head. It's not your instinct. It's not your gut. It's not your, you know, your some angel telling you what to do. Often it is the wrong opinion. That's what I needed to hear. You're welcome, sausage man. So you got a sausage. Listen. So you asked me like how to stay patient. No, you're smart enough to already diagnose the issue at hand. You need to now ask yourself, who are you and who do you want to be? That's the question here. Who do you want to be? And if you can sit around all day and talk about, who you could be and who you should be, but the truth of the matter is, if you don't have the energy and the capability of making a change, of actually doing it, then you're not the person who you think you are. Newsflash: we all think we're special. We all think that we're destined for greatness. We all think that we are, supposed to make it in something, but we're not. Most of us are just not. And that's okay. And that's why I say that most people in life, they end up exactly where they are supposed to end up. If you didn't make it, it's probably because you weren't good enough or because you didn't have enough discipline. But we just love putting this idea in our head that if XYZ would have been different. No. If you were good enough, if you had enough talent, you would have always found your way to the surface, period. So accept that and find relief in the fact that not that many things are in our control. If you can identify the fact that you're too lazy to do something, but you keep telling yourself that you are good at it and that you should be able to do it, no, you're lying to yourself. It's like saying, for example, I broke up with my boyfriend or my girlfriend, and I'm so sad because he or she was the one. No, they literally could have never been the one if you broke up. You see how that works? Like the primary condition that has to be met for somebody to be the one is that they actually have to love you back. So if they dump you, they're not the one. It's the same thing. What is experience with shame? Has there ever been something that you've been ashamed of? Absolutely. Eating out in public, I got really self-conscious. I've been ashamed of how I treated people in my past. I'm ashamed of doing things that I know that my parents wouldn't approve of because they raised me right, but then, I went against that. Yeah, there is plenty of, I've experienced plenty of shame, but then again, it comes down to the same thing. Do you want to change something or not? And we can feel ashamed, but then we can kind of put it to the back of our mind and we can keep moving. So it all comes down to what you do with these things that you feel. Feeling them is not enough. Like, people often think that that's enough. They're like, I feel sorry, I feel terrible, I feel ashamed. Oh, that's great. That's so amazing. You feel all those things. And what are you actually going to do? If you hurt someone, it's not enough to just feel shitty about it. You actually have to make it right too. Unless you do that, it doesn't really matter what you feel. I am new and I haven't seen all your content. I hope I'm not repeating a question. PB Jelly, never apologize for posing a question. You're new, so how could you know? What are your thoughts on removing toxic people and family members from your life to move forward? Well, I'm very, very, I have always taken a very hard, extreme stance on that. I am all for cutting people out, no matter who they are. I don't care if they're your parents. If they're toxic, they got to go. They got to go. So no, nothing, and I mean nothing, entitles someone to stay in your life when they treat you bad. Nobody's off limits. If they're toxic, if they're ruining your reality, making you depressed every single day and sad, they gotta go. That's my stance. Life goes on. We can keep going. What's up, Sir Spade? Tim Richards, developing a meditation habit is tough. I find it easier to work out 4 days a week for the last 4 years and consistently meditate each day. I meditate when I drive to the gym. You wouldn't, I'm sure that doesn't qualify as traditional meditation, but that's my meditation. I'm driving, I'm in a moving object, and I know the road ahead, and I'm just thinking about everything and getting my day in order at that moment. So it's all relative. Like, again, don't be confined to these definitions of what meditation means. People get too caught up in defining things. than to actually creating your own way. Maybe you're meditating in the gym all this time and you don't even realize it yet. The voice in my head doesn't say anything good. Well, usually it doesn't. That's why we have to remove ourselves from that voice and watch it and laugh at it. Watch the thinker. Did you smoke in the past? I never smoked cigarettes, if that's what you're asking me. Not a cigarette smoker. PP Jelly, thank you. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting pushed back, but I'm standing firm. Well, PP Jelly, allow me to then confirm you in your beliefs that you are 100% right. Fuck them. Fuck the toxic people. You are right. You're doing the right thing. Of course, you're going to try to lure you back in. That's what toxic people do. Jaguar, I have severe cystic acne, which is causing scarring, and the doctors need to take a drug called Accutane. I'm in a dilemma if I should take it because it has such bad side effects. Honestly, man, you probably shouldn't take it. Like, if you're a guy, especially, people don't give a fuck about your acne, man. This is something, like, people with acne always think that people are out there looking for people with acne as if, like, oh my God, he's got acne. Acne is the most common thing ever. Nobody gives a damn, especially if you're a guy. Just roll with it, man. It's not nearly as bad as you think it is. Don't get the drugs. Don't get the side effects, man. Just wait until it passes. It'll get better with age. If I can have a good life with this scar, I'm sure you can live with a few dimples on your face. Nice deadlift. PR at 120 kgs. Keep increasing the numbers. Thank you, White. So for those who don't know, I just hit a personal record today with the deadlift. I did 120 kgs, which is not that strong, but it was my PR, so I'm happy with it. wanted to go because it's so painful. It's hard for me to lay down. Oh, UK. All right, so let me get that straight. Your acne, your shirt is always bloody. I understand. That's a different thing. You got a different level of acne. Yeah, man. I don't know how bad the pain is. So if the pain is really that bad, if it's that messy, then you might want to take the drugs. But I can't answer that question for you. I can't go into your head and feel how bad it is. That's something you have to decide. I can't make that decision for you. Olga Gomez, sorry, Lorenz. I'm not sure I understand what you said. Did you mean there's no such thing as laziness? Just a lack of talent and potential? Is this what you think? No. What I'm saying is that laziness and the ability to stop being lazy is also a skill. It's also a talent. So what we always do is we highlight the things that we're good at. For example, you're good at drawing. You're good at running. And then it's like, but I didn't want to put in the work, but otherwise I could have been an Olympic gold medalist. It's like, it doesn't work like that. The ability to not be lazy is just as important as the ability to run fast. That's what I'm saying. And people always highlight their strong points and then act like their negatives were easily, like fixable. No, when you're lazy, that inherently means that you do not possess the ability to motivate yourself. That's just what it means. Like, the word lazy is just a man-made concept, a word, it doesn't really mean much. Lazy means the inability to motivate yourself regardless of your situation. The word lazy basically means mental weakness. That's what it means. And guess what? If you're mental weak, you probably don't deserve to have great success at things. So again, most people end up where they're supposed to end up, even though they will never accept that. Do you ever drink? I'm drinking right now, actually. I'm drinking a beer. Yes, and this is the only beer I'll have today. So my alcohol, I don't want to say never, but I rarely drink more than 3 or 4 beers. And if I do that, I'll be like if I drink 3 beers, that's on a Saturday going out. I just like to have 1 beer, typically around 7. And that's it. I never, I don't like getting drunk. I hate hangovers. It's the worst feeling in the world. So yeah, but I do. Beer is actually very nice to enjoy if you can have one. That's the beauty of it. That's how it's supposed to be consumed, like 1 or 2 tops. But beer loses, and any type of recreational drug or whatever loses its value when you use it all the time. When you're smoking weed every day, your high is terrible. Like you don't even feel it anymore. It's like a cigarette, so it doesn't make any sense. It's like eating steak every day. you're not gonna enjoy it anymore. You're gonna get used to it. I wanted to go. Can you grow a beard? Yeah, dude. So Papuna, sorry, I didn't see your whole question. You can definitely have a beard, man. Come on, there's nothing wrong with that. Can you grow a beard? I cannot, but I have considered one day getting a hair transplant and putting and getting a beard. But that's gonna be a long minute before that happens. What happens after we die? Monitor switches off, my man. That's what I think. I wouldn't bet on the afterlife. I wouldn't bet on reincarnation. I would go all in on this life because I have yet to see any evidence that actually proves or implies that you're going to get a second chance. So go all in, my man. This is it. This is it. If you're watching this, understand that tomorrow doesn't exist. Tomorrow does not exist. Life is this moment is the only thing that's real. Your past, your history is fake. It's a romanticized version of the movie in your head of how your life has been up until this point. It's not realistic. And the future is just a bunch of expectations and ideas that are also not going to be that way. The only thing we got is this, guys. Do you believe it's possible to overcome laziness? Of course it's possible. If I put a gun to your head, you're going to stop being lazy. If you're going to hire somebody to yell at you every morning, you're going to get up and do the work. It's possible. It's just the real question should be, what is the most efficient way? And also, I honestly believe that if you're lazy concerning something, then it means you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. I'm never lazy to coach clients because it's my passion. It's what I love to do. I get a lot of gratification from that. Coaching people makes me happy. So I'm never lazy to do that. I get lazy when I gotta do dishes. You know why? Because it's not my passion to do dishes. I do them anyway, but you know. So when we're talking macro, when we're talking big stuff, then laziness implies that you're not in the right direction in life. When we're talking micro, yes, sometimes you need to just, have a little tiny bit of self-discipline and just do it. Just do it. What's up, Rita Channel or Rita Chanel? Could you tell us roughly how many people you coach roughly each week? So right now I have 8 clients, which is already quite a lot, as you can imagine, because I take 2 video calls per client per week, and also daily follow-ups through text and audios. My clients are from Argentina, Puerto Rico, the US, the UK, Greece. And what else can I say about that? Yeah, that's what I love to do. I'm still taking more clients right now. Soon I'll be fully booked, but as of right now, I still have 2 slots available. I'm gonna cut it off at 10. So if you want to get in touch with me for coaching, if you want me to mentor you, if you want me to help you, then you can email me, lorenz.reese@gmail.com, and we can start working together. Has your injury helped your dating in terms of the superficial women that have filtered out? Absolutely, Pantera. So, my face, my scar definitely serves as a great filter for people who are superficial. Beauty fades, guys. It's that simple. So you cannot build a castle on a rock of superficiality. You can't do that. So I've been lucky in that regard that I attract the right people now. Welcome to you. By the way, guys, if you appreciate the live, hit the thumbs up. If you like my content, if you like this stuff, you know the drill. We're already 29 minutes in. Time flies when you're having fun. Don't be shy. We got 20 people. Ask me anything. What can a guy in his 20s do to become an overall better person? All right, so first thing is you need to develop a healthy routine. Stop going out. Stop living late at night. Set your alarm. Never wake up later than 8. So first of all, you need to get your body in order. You need to get your physical fitness on point. That's the first thing you need to do. Second thing you need to do, I would advise you to travel, man. Extend your horizon. Go out there and understand what the world looks like, understand how it works, understand how people are. So travel is a big thing in your 20s. I repeat, do not get into a fixed and set relationship. It will limit you. Trust me, you have a whole lot of time left in the relationship. Your 20s is not that time. Also, get into spirituality. Buy the book The Power of Now, for example, and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Those two books should be staples. They will change your life shortly. I have been enjoying your positive Instagram posts, so thank you. I wasn't even aware that they were that positive. I just post what was happening and mainly gym stuff on there. How is your jaw healing? I hope well. It looks great. So as you can tell, the hole has finally closed. Hooray! Why don't you write your own book? I'm writing my own book. It's called Rotten Lemons, and I'm already 170 pages in. And I shall finish it sooner than later, but not yet. What are 3 worthy causes to pursue in life, purposes of life, according to you? Making a positive change in different people's lives. So anything that has to do with helping people, whether that be in a medical field, the psychological field, charity field, development field. That's a great worthy cause. Doing anything that you can for the climate, that's amazingly great. You know, we're all going under. Like, guys, the world is screwed in terms of climate. Let that be clear. I hope that's understood. So anyone that's, you know, living in function of saving or bettering the climate, that is worthy. And then the third worthy cause, I would say, is be the best person you can be. Max out your potential. Leave it all out there on the table. And step outside of the box of society and do your own thing. You don't have to get married and get kids and get a traditional 9 to 5. You can do what you want if you work hard enough for it. That's it. Are you Belgian or American? I'm Belgian 100%. I am aware I have an American accent. They are positive in comparison to what a lot of other people post. Is it worth commuting 2 hours to work every day for your dream job? If it's your dream job, then sure it is. Put on a podcast in the car in that on the 2 hours. Educate yourself. You know, there's a guy called Lex Friedman, and you should check out his podcasts because they're basically free master classes. And if you listen to a podcast of him every week, you're going to become incredibly intelligent. So that's what you should do. Also, man, relocate, get closer to your dream job. Don't stay stagnant in the place that you're living. You can relocate. Don't be lazy. Do you know Uruguay, Argentina, or Brazil? What do you mean? Do I know? Of course, I know. I know those countries. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I understand your question. I've been to Brazil. Tengo muchos amigos de Argentina. Y también tengo un amigo de Uruguay. Se llama Martin. Está mi compañero de piso en Barcelona. Pero ya, conozco los países y no sé qué quieres decir. I don't know. I obviously know the countries. Wanted to know if you were here. I don't get it. Oh, like if I've been there. No, so I only went to Brazil and Colombia. And the Dominican Republic. But that's not South America, I guess. Turtle Slave, thanks for your input. Speaking of your book, would it have a different vibe, Tina, or had you put it together in Dutch? Yes, I am a different person in different languages, and I actually speak about that in the book. Funny enough. But I am a completely different person in Dutch, and I'm way more limited, even phonetically. It's harder for me to put together the sounds and the words, so I don't sound as good as I do in English. Ironically, I sound better in English. That's not a lie. Like phonetically, it's just easier for me to form the words in English than it is in Dutch. Did you grow up in the US? No. How can your English be so perfect? Soap operas. Yeah, I used to watch The Bold and the Beautiful sitting on my mother's lap, and it is not dubbed. France, Portugal, Italy, Spain. You are committing a crime towards your people by dubbing your television shows. All right? I was just a child soaking up the English language by listening to the English audio and reading the Dutch text. It's as simple as that. Your jaw looks much better. Thank you so much. Are you adding any more surgeries on your jaw? Oh, I'm supposed to, but I'm not really keen right now. I'm not really running towards my next surgery. I had 3 surgeries. They did not quite work out, and right now I'm just like, let me take it easy for a bit and live life and focus on, creating content, getting better, and coaching my clients. You're so kind. Thank you. Do your parents speak English? My mom speaks a little bit of English. So does the difference run even deeper than that? Being brooding philosophical in one language while coming across more devil-may care in another. Yeah, like the thing is, English lends itself very well to be emotional. Like it's very easy to say "I love you," you know, but you don't say "I love you" in Dutch. No one says that here. We're not really. It's a more cold language in that sense. You don't really express many emotions in Dutch. Um, English is much more romantic. Also, probably because the bulk of love songs on the radio are in English, and the bulk of romantic movies are in English. So that's why we identify that with a feeling, with an emotional, subjective feeling. But yeah, it's just much easier to express yourself for me in English, I feel. When in Dutch, the people in Belgium are just very formal, respectful, not too flashy, kind of introverted. We're just more like reserved, and Americans and English, Americans especially, are just like, this is who I am, this is what I feel, this is what I think. I have a brother and a sister. They're both older than me and both engineers, quite intelligent people, and they have 2 kids each. Yeah. Are you ever fearful? Are you ever fearful that your cancer could return, or are you prepared if that happens? Definitely have moments where I feel something and I immediately jump to the conclusion that I have a third cancer. Literally happened yesterday. My ear got clogged up, and then I was like, I think I got ear cancer. I was kind of joking, but I also tend to quickly see and feel symptoms that are not there. Just what happens when you have cancer twice. You just, it's hard to shake that. Are you prepared that it happens? Well, we'll see if it happens, if I'm prepared or not. Did you have any friends who, after your cancer, left you? Did you ever see them after? Not really. I can't complain in that regard. People didn't really ditch me. They didn't really bail on me. The girl that I was with at the time, she kind of bailed on me. She's the one that I called when I got the news of the cancer, and she literally said, "Why are you calling me?" So that sucked. That sucked. But yeah, aside from that, it was pretty good. That's ironic being so close to France. Yes, Tim. But you are not reserved. Do the Dutch find your personality overwhelming? Not the Dutch, the Belgians. The Dutch are from Holland, from the Netherlands. I'm from Belgium. We speak Dutch, but we're not Dutch. It's like calling an American person Canadian. But yes, in Belgium, I am considered somebody who is quite overwhelming, and quite, like, I'm much more confident and social and outspoken than most of my Belgian counterparts. Yeah, I'm very atypical for being Belgian. Yes. What would you tell a child that's getting bullied? Punch them in the face. Punch the bullies in the face. I mean, no. And that high school is about the hardest time in your life, and everything after that becomes easier. So just tell them to make it to 18, and they'll be straight. I had a summer job and earned 8,000 euros. Any tips on what I can spend the money on? I would tell you cryptocurrency, to invest a little bit in that. Buy Ethereum. Not now because it's pretty high, but if it dips again, spend 1,000 on Ethereum, let it sit there for a couple of years, make a good investment. Do not spend it on clothes or drinks. I would spend it on something like a travel ticket. So make it worthwhile. Don't just spend it on meaningless bullshit. How long did your hair take to grow after chemo? It always looks so great. Why, thank you so much. Took me about a year for it to fully recover. I'm also taking pills for that, like hair grow pills to make it thicker and healthier. I'm truly appreciative of that insight. In a nutshell, the Dutch are the Balkans of Western Europe. Are there any advantages in the vein of live long and prosper? Sorry, swap out Dutch for Belgian. uh, we don't have like a saying like that, but we're just like very hardworking, down to earth people, and we can sometimes tend to be we're very rational, very sober minded, but at the same time we can sometimes be a little bit negative, a little bit too much complaining. So pros and cons, like every culture. No, I'm not Christian. All right, we are 40 minutes in. Did you decide to grow your hair due to the changes in your face? I had long hair before the cancer as well, but I definitely paid more attention to the whole hair thing after my facial changes because I wanted to max out the things that I still had. So, for example, I got to play the cards I was dealt. The face was no longer in tip-top shape, but I could still grow beautiful long hair. So I went for that. I just started being much more appreciative of the things that I still had instead of focusing on my negatives. And one of my positives has been my hair. And yeah, that's why I have taken an interest on taking care of my hair. How to become a hard worker? Come on, man. It's in you or it's not. Find what you like to do, find your passion, and the hard work will come automatically. All right, guys. I'm about to go grill my salmon. I'm starving. It's 7:30 p.m. here. So thank you so much. One more time, I am still taking on 2 more clients. So if you want to get in touch with me and hire me for coaching, my email is right there, lorenz.dries@gmail.com. Send me an email. We can turn your life around starting tomorrow, if you want, of course. Take action, stop waiting. Mr. Xbox One. Oh man, COVID. I'm not touching that one with a 20-foot pole, my friend. Anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. I'll be back soon with more content. Appreciate it. Love you all. Peace.